Yes, so you had to be right. Had to be this close to somebody.
What's it called?
You're watching on salad?
Hey, thank you. Make the phone salad.
Yeah, that's why I gotta make sure.
Mine brings out the food. Oh, good. And I just I had my phone like I was like, and I didn't work hard tonight because I had to do my job because he couldn't work. So I haven't done. I saw your post, and then I haven't done this as far as I go.
This morning at the old Heritage Center,
I love it. I love it.
I got a little emergency, the other one with all this on practice. Just to let them know they're playing there. They got mad because I didn't have man, but I don't work. Oh, wait, I'll send you Oh, no, I got it.
I don't feel so smart. Where's the card? That's Mount Pleasant, Texas. What's that?
10:30 a.m. And Sundays at 5:30 p.m. for God's Child Records. This is WPAQ here in North Carolina. Our time now is about 2 minutes after 11 o'clock.
There we go. Good luck, everybody.
From the historic theater in the heart of America's hometown, Valerie, North Carolina, WPAQ now presents the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round, bringing you the best in bluegrass and old-time music. And now, live from the stage of the Earl Theater, it's the Merry-Go-Round.
And a good Saturday morning, and welcome to another edition of the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round. I'm your host, Jenny Lowry. I'll be with you for quite a bit in January and February as Travis is expecting baby Vera to come along here in the next couple weeks. So you're going to be stuck with me quite a bit, I think, this spring. I'm happy to be back, and welcome also to the folks here in the theater audience, the home of the Old Time Music Heritage Hall, the historic Earl Theater, and as well to all the folks watching on our YouTube channel, welcome, and thanks for tuning in to AM 740 on your radio dial as well, and welcome to our internet streamers at WPAQ 740. Well, these folks from down around Pleasant Garden, North Carolina, they are always a treat to have them on, and let's go ahead and have some music. What do y'all think? Beck, welcome to the stage for part one of today's Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round, the Apple Pie String Band.
Thanks so much, Jenny. Glad to be here. It feels like summer instead of winter, but we're glad to be here. I think we played up here last January and they were calling for snow, and here we are out here. It feels like April out there. So we're going to start this off with a little instrumental. This is our version of Angelina the Major. So.
One, two, one,
I think she really was a baker. Somebody told me she's really a plumber, from what I understand. I don't know.
Plumber?
Yeah, I think so. She just said baker, so.
Okay.
We're going to do one now. Whenever we come up here, we always, any chance we get to get Jenny to sing with us, we always ask her to come up here and join us. We just really enjoy it. She's a great singer, and she'll help us out with this. And if y'all know this, help us out yourself. That'll be great. So let's give it a shot. Yeah, that was great. Thank you, Jenny.
And I didn't even break the microphone. I don't know how that happened.
No, I know why you're going to do that. That's very, I heard a few people out there. Thanks for the help on that. I'm going to do one now. This has been done several different ways. Here's our version of doing it. I can do it as an instrumental. It's some traditional song. There's a wire band here for you. Here. Ready? Looking like this is our version of Wayfaring Stranger.
All right, great job on that, Wayfaring Stranger. It's time for us to hear a word from our sponsor of this portion of today's Merry-Go-Round, and that is Price Power Equipment over in Elkin, North Carolina. And we'll be back with more music from the Apple Pie String Band right after this word. All right, not plugged in again.
Too far away.
Remember we had the power strip unplugged last week. There we go.
Oh, this guy, good job.
It's good. I'm going to tell you, Ken's a great guy, but he takes care of us every time we're up here.
Thank you so much, Bob King, and I want to make mention of this while I'm here on the air, that tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. over at Asbury Presbyterian Church, that's on the Flippin Road. I'll call it the Asbury Community, but that is where they're going to have some music at Asbury Presbyterian Church, 7 p.m., special gospel singing, featuring music from the Country Boys. So all are welcome to attend, and I think they're going to have some finger foods beforehand, but the service is going to start at 7 o'clock. That's Sunday evening, Asbury Presbyterian Church, and Percy McMillan wanted me to invite everybody. That's his church, so hope to see y'all there tomorrow night at 7 p.m. for the Country Boys at Asbury Presbyterian Church. Right now, we've got time. Maybe we'll do 3 more again, if that's all right with y'all, before we take another break. And also I want to say good morning to Bob King. He was there late last night for Granite Bears basketball as they went into overtime. But anyways, it was an exciting game, so I was listening to it. And then Bob's back on the air again. So good morning or afternoon to you, Bob, as well, and thank you today. Back to more music now with our special guest, the Apple Pie String Band.
I want to ask you, Jenny, that church thing, where's that at for people that's not around here? Where's the church located?
Asbury is in the Asbury community. It's kind of hard. It's on the Flippin Road, and you go towards, go out Bannertown, right, Ken? Turn left at the Derby, and then you turn left off 89 East onto Flippin Road. Is that right? I think so, but it's not far from here. It's still a Mount Airy address, maybe about 5 miles.
Okay.
But you go to Bannertown.
Okay, good deal. Some people interested in, like I say, if we're not around here, it sort of helps. All right, we want to start one. We want to do another one for you. A couple here for you, actually. And hope you like it.
Shady Grove, my love, or I'm going away. Had a banjo made of gold, red string would shine. On the song it would play, wish that cow was mine. Shady Grove, my love, Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my love, or I'm going away.
You know
Bring on
what?
the song.
I just know how to get places, and I don't know how to give directions, but now I know Hersey's listening, and he's probably thinking, Jenny, can't you tell people how to get to my church? The way you go is, you go to Bannertown, and then you turn on the Woodville Road off of 89 East. And then you turn on Albion Church Road left as well, and then you turn on the Flippin' Road. And it's on the Flippin' Road, but if you have any questions, you can just punch in Asbury Presbyterian Church on your device here, and it may tell you the right directions. I can't guarantee it. But anyways, that's how you get there. So I want to be sure that I don't get anybody lost out in Westfield for the Country Boys tomorrow night at 7 p.m.
That'd be great. That'd be a great show.
It will be. It definitely will.
Okay. Now that that's cleared up, we sorry. I'll get the church. Have us riding around up here lost. Every time we come up here, we come a different way. Molly up here is my navigator. I think one time we ended up at Fancy Gap, one time we ended up
I
at
don't
Whitfield.
navigate. He just makes stuff up. I mean, I didn't even ride up here with him.
One time we was in Bristol, Tennessee, supposed to be here. We up there wanting to know where the Earl was.
And their cell service.
Yeah, that's right. So we'll get there, but if y'all get a chance to come up here, that I've heard the boys play, they're pretty good. So we're going to do one now. This is a tune. It's a pretty neat little tune that has to do with a plow. And fell out plowing. We used to do it a long time ago when I was young. We used to do it with horses and mules. I don't know if anybody here did that before. And this is a nice little tune that's sort of...
Either.
I know what the rear end of a horse looks like. And,
I hear another joke coming from
and the fiddle players. So, either way, it's a little thing called Plowman's Rib. Yeah, I get too. Say what you want to say. Plowing with a tractor would have been going a little faster.
I'm glad that you've been able to enlighten us on plow with a mule.
Well, some of us come up that way. And other people need to have to teach them about these things. So. There you have it. We're going to do a song now. First time I heard this was from Jim and Jesse McReynolds. And, it's a pretty neat little thing. I really like it. So, back to Green River.
favorite songs. I was over here singing along. I hope I didn't mess y'all up too bad when I was doing that. The time is 1 minute away from the bottom of the hour, so we're going to send things back to Bob and get our weather forecast. Like you was saying, it's more like a May forecast than it is the first week of January, or the second week anyways. But we'll give a listen to the weather forecast and be back with more music here from the stage of the Earl Theater from the Apple Pie String Band right after this.
And there is a thing later on tonight.
The weather, it's raining. Just don't follow the weather.
Do it now, but after this,
Those south winds picking up 17 miles an hour.
I thought that was you.
Oh, you play there. Oh, okay.
Hey, you wanna come sing us? You wanna come sing Hot Corn? Come on, man. One day.
It's hotter, go one step. My thing is so stiff.
My hands are kind of stiff. Yeah, my hands are a little bit stiff.
Thank you so much. And 62 degrees, you know what, I think I'll take it, even if it is raining. I'm enjoying the weather a little bit. Anyways, so if you're out and around downtown, be sure to stop and see us. We do this every single week, with the exception of about 2 Saturdays a year where we broadcast this program from other places. So if you're in and around this weekend, stop by and see us. We'll be here until 1:30. And then next weekend, January the 18th, I'll be your host again for the Merry-Go-Round featuring the Goodfellas and the Catawba Bluegrass Band. Right now, though, back to our special guest from Pleasant Garden, North Carolina, the Apple Pie String Band. Welcome them back.
This always causes an argument with me and the fiddle player. What is the difference between a pig ankle and a pig cankle?
I don't know, look at your feet.
I figured yours.
I said your feet.
That didn't help me a bit. That didn't help me a bit.
He's really old, so he's got swollen ankles.
Mine look like that all the time.
I would say something about a sow, an old sow, but I'm not saying about old sow. We're going to do one here. This is a neat little thing. This is called pig ankle or pig cankle rag, depending on where you come from. Who you're arguing with. So, let's do it.
Y'all ready?
Yes, ma'am.
1, 2, 1.
friends back in Pleasant Garden at Claps Nursing Home. We go down there and visit them a lot and play for them. They really enjoy that, and they're supposed to be listening today. And I want to give a shout out to Peggy and Tina and everybody down there at Claps Nursing Home. And so let them know we're thinking about them, and we'll be back to see them real soon. So we want to do one now. This is going to feature Efren Renteria over here on vocals, our bass player. And this song here is got some pretty good advice for people here. So give it a shot.
As they rattle down the line. Don't fall in love with me, darling, I'm a rambler. Although you're the sweetest sweetheart in this world, it's all for your sake, dear, that I'm leaving. Don't give your heart to a rambler, little girl. You're just a little sweeter than the rest. Believe me when I say I don't want to hurt you or do anything to mar your happiness. Don't fall in love with me, darling, I'm a rambler. Although you're the sweetest sweetheart in this world, it's all for your sake, dear, that I'm leaving. Don't give your heart to a rambler, little girl. Don't fall in love with me, darling, I'm a rambler. Although you're the sweetest sweetheart in this world, it's all for your sake, dear, that I'm leaving. Don't give your heart to a rambler, little girl.
That's some pretty good advice right there. We want to do one now. This is a problem we have every so often, I think. Cindy had a little trouble with it last week. I think you had it just last week. Got a rabbit in a log and you didn't have your dog.
I ain't got no dog. I do have a hound dog at home though. She's got a little bitty hound dog, and that little bitty dog loves me so much.
You'd be crawling up your leg right now.
Yeah,
I know. I have to hold her when I sing it.
All right, let's try this. See how it goes over.
There's a rabbit in the log and I ain't got no dog. How will I get it? I know. I'll give me a roar and I'll twist in his arm. That's how I get it. I know. I know.
I know.
give me a roaring, I'm twisting his heart. That's how I get my heart. I'll build me a fire and I'll roast that old heart. Roll in the flames to make him brown. I'll fix you tonight with the moon shining bright. Find me a place to lie down. 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 Find me a place to lie down. I'll fix you tonight with the moon shining bright. Find me a place to lie down. Coming down the track with the chicken on my lap. Soles on my shoes nearly gone. Just a little ways ahead, there's an old farmer's shed. That's where I'll rest my weary bones.
Oh yeah.
Weary bones.
Weary bones.
Weary bones.
Weary bones.
That's where I'll rest my weary bones. Just a little ways ahead, there's an old farmer's shed. That's where I'll rest my weary bones.
That's where I rest my weary bones. Just a little ways ahead, there's an old farmer's shed. That's where I rest my weary bones. Just a little ways ahead, there's an old farmer's shed. That's where I rest my weary bones.
Why don't we go ahead and take another real quick break? How would that work for y'all?
That works fine for us.
All right, well, we're going to send things back to you, Bob King, and we'll hear a word about the Granite Bears, and we'll be back with more music coming up from the stage of the historic Earl Theater on today's Merry-Go-Round right after this.
Selfless service is the guiding principle that drives Army
You must have been a dog down the side.
When disaster strikes, every Army National Guard member serves not only to protect the nation, but also their local communities. So they pledge a stake in the security and well-being of the neighborhoods where they live and work. They are your next-door neighbors and your colleagues in schools, offices, and factories. Since the early
You must run down the sidewalk.
Army National Guard has continued
Okay,
its
you're
great
back.
commitment to guarantee peace and security for all Americans. When you're on duty with nearly 4 squadrons of VFR soldiers to stand ready to serve at all times, protecting from community. Such and such is what inspires the men and women of the Army National Guard to be part of something greater than themselves. To learn more, log on to NationalGuard.com or contact an Army National Guard recruiter in your area. North Carolina Army National Guard, carried by the North Carolina Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Thank you so much, Bob, and we're back with our special guest for this portion of today's Saturday morning Merry-Go-Round, the Apple Pie String Band. Don't go anywhere, though. After the 12 o'clock news, we'll have some national news headlines as well as local news, and then another hour and a half of music from our special guests, Just a Little Grace, and their great bluegrass gospel group, so I know you'll enjoy them as well. Right now, though, back to more music from our special guest for part one of today's Merry-Go-Round, the Apple Pie String Band. What you got picked out for us next?
A little instrumental for you here. This is, our fiddle player's having a little problem with the stage up here. It's creaking for some reason. It won't do it when I stand on it.
Don't want to die, is what he said.
I did not say that. I'm just saying it's creaking when you're on it. It don't do anything when everybody else walks. You take it for what it is.
special.
I want to do a little set here for you. Let's just do it. Let's do it.
1, 2, 1.
Nice little thing there. We're gonna do one now. This here's probably the oldest song that we play here, as far as how old the song is.
Or you mean the one that we played now?
No, I'm talking about as far as old. This song is way back in time. About the only time I heard anybody do it was David Holt, I believe, this song. So, older or not, we're gonna do it. Thank you. How many songs in that? All right, we're going to do one here. We're going to do this for Ken White back there. He always looks after us every time he makes it sound better. We are, and we sure appreciate that. And so we're going to do this for him. This is every time we're up here, he always likes it, so we do it for him. So I'm going to ask you to come and join us one more time. I guess we'll about take it out on this one.
Hey, Mike, we got about 3 minutes.
Okay. This is one too. Jenny always helps us. We go into here singing. Y'all help us out on this too if you would. So.
Some bright morning when this life is so, I'll fly away to a home on God's celestial shore. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away in the morning when I die. By and by, I'll fly away. When the shadows of this life have grown, I'll fly away. Like a bird from its prison bars has flown, I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away.
Oh yeah.
Oh, how glad and happy when we meet. I'll fly away. No more cold and shackles on my feet. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away.
All right, another big hand for that apple pie string band. And right now, we don't want you to go anywhere, folks, but if you are here in the theater audience, you got permission to go up and stretch your legs and get some of Mr. Ken's great popcorn. And right after national news and local news, we'll be back with another hour and a half of music featuring Just a Little Grace. You're listening to the voice of the Blue Ridge here in Mount Airy, North Carolina. This is AM 740 WPAQ.
That's fine.
In North Carolina news today, the State Bureau of Investigation is looking into a deathly involved in the shooting in Yorktown and Hazard today. After an investigation, the team with the Wilkes County Sheriff's Office Fair Finance Division secured a search warrant for residents of according to a news release, these detentions served
It was fun.
There's your pleasure, Ken. Thanks, sir.
The investigation service two shot before the crash and the gunshots originated from inside the car. That's a look at the latest in the Chance to rain over the afternoon. And the rain
Thank you so much, Bob. And if you're just tuning in or just joining us, I didn't get to be with these folks the last time they were here, but I did listen and had a great time listening, and they are outstanding folks. And I know you're really going to enjoy this group. So put your hands together and help me make welcome to the stage for part 2 of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. They're from down around Siler City, North Carolina. This is Just a Little Grace.
Thomas, I and the man. They made me carry the cross, Thomas, I and the man. I and the man, Thomas, I and the man. Look at these nail scars here in my hand. Thomas, I and the man. They nailed me to the cross, Thomas, I and the man. I and the man, Thomas, I and the man. Look at these nail scars here in my hand. Side, Thomas, I and the man. Hide on that cross, Thomas, I and the man. I and the man, Thomas, I and the man. Look at these nail scars here in my hand. Thomas, I and the man. In 3 days of rose, Thomas, I and the man. I and the man, Thomas, I and the man. Look at these nail scars here in my hand.
Well, good morning, everybody. Oh, y'all can do better than that. There's more than I heard 2 people on the front row. Let's try it again. Good morning, everybody. There you go. I love it. See, I can't hear the folks out there in radio land, so y'all are going to have to talk back to us a little bit and make us feel at home this morning. So good to be back in Mount Airy, North Carolina, and at the old historic Earl Theater and Old Time Music Heritage Hall for the Saturday morning edition of Merry-Go-Round. I tell you, we're gonna do our best to play some of the stuff that we love, and we're gonna get the next song to come up. Eddie is our mandolin player. Eddie Ingram comes from down around Southern Pines, and he's not only a great mountain player, but he's also a great songwriter. And this is a song that Eddie brought to us several years ago, and it simply talks about Christ dying on that cross. It's called "He Walked That Road to Calvary."
He walked that road to Calvary. He bore that cross, you and me. Oh, my brother is calling. Won't you answer his plea? Well, I've walked down that old dusty road. I've lived a life of sin and shame. Then Jesus called me. Now I know the Savior's name. He walked that road to Calvary. He bore that cross, you and me. Oh, my brother is calling. Won't you answer his plea? Someday we'll have to face the grave. Will you be lost or be saved? Jesus now is calling. Won't you answer his plea? He walked that road to Calvary. He bore that cross, you and me. Oh, my brother is calling. Won't you answer his plea? He walked that road to Calvary. He bore that cross, you and me. Oh, my brother is calling. Won't you answer his plea? Won't you answer his plea?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's go to the key of D. Let's do that old Monroe tune. How about that? We're going to get Stacy, my bride. Stacy and I celebrated our 14th wedding anniversary this past Tuesday, y'all. Yeah, she deserves a hand for putting up with me for 14 years. We're going to get her come around, and we grew up, all of us grew up in a steady musical families and had a good heritage of music coming behind us. And I grew up on a steady diet. In my household, it was God, family, Bill Monroe. That's the way it went in my household, okay? That was it. And sometimes it was God, Bill Monroe, and then family. But I can tell you that we thoroughly learned our heritage of old Monroe stuff. And that's what we're going to do now. It's an old Monroe tune for you, but it's a little bit different twist on it. Hope you enjoy our version of the old Crossroads.
waiting. Which one are you gonna take? One leads down to destruction, the other to the pearly gate. The other goes down below. Jesus, our Savior, will protect you. He'll guide you through the old crossroads. The old crossroads now is waiting. Which one are you gonna take? One leads down to destruction, the other to the pearly gate. Soon your life will be over. You'll have to face the old crossroad. Will you be ready then, my brother, to shine the one down below? The old crossroads now is waiting. Which one are you gonna take? One leads down to destruction, the other to the pearly gate. One leads down to destruction, the other to the pearly gate.
I hate to even butt in on y'all's music. I'm like, no, we just need to keep playing some music here. But I do want to tell you, because we got things started so fast, I didn't even give any direction or anything. And last time y'all were here, you were lucky enough to have Brent.
We had a ball.
And so he is obviously very organized, and he can do everything. And I'm just like the second string, although I'm here every week, and I don't know how that happened. But anyways, no, I'm not selling myself short. I did want to tell you, we're going to go ahead and play music up until 12:30 when we break for the weather. So probably got time for 2 or maybe even 3 more, if that's all right with y'all.
2 or 3 more?
Yes. Aren't they doing great? Just a little grace.
While we're here in the old Building Road genre, we may as well do another one of those old Monroe-style tunes. And we like this one a lot. Hope you'll enjoy. This is simply called I'm Working on a Building.
If I was a sinner, tell you what I would do. I'd quit my sin and I'd work on building too. I'm working on a building, I'm working on a building. I'm working on a building for my Lord, for my Lord. It's Holy Ghost building, it's Holy Ghost building, it's Holy Ghost building.
building. I'm working on a building for my Lord, for my Lord. It's Holy Ghost building, it's Holy Ghost building. It's Holy Ghost building for my Lord, for my Lord. I'm working on a building, I'm working on a building. I'm working on a building for my Lord, for my Lord. It's Holy Ghost building, it's Holy Ghost building. It's Holy Ghost building for my Lord, for my Lord. Oh, me. Well, let's see. We're at 12:30 for the weather time. Is that right? All right, we got 5 minutes. So let's tell you what let's do. Let's sing an a cappella song. You want to do that? I like that. Edward, which one you want to do there, son? Okay. This is a song that Eddie brought to us back at Easter last year, and it's an old traditional song. And as we talked about growing up with lots of musical heritage, my mom was one of 14 children. And when my grandmother passed away, there was 49 grandchildren and 32 great-grandchildren, and after that, we quit counting. Wow. Yeah, it was a bunch. And so, but there was all musical, and every time we'd get together at my grandmother's house, several times a year, we gather around the piano and sing, and then sometimes we do a cappella singing. And that's what I think about when we do this song, because this sort of has that old-time heritage to it that I grew up with. So, hope you enjoy our version of Were You There? Were you there when they crucified my Lord? Were you there when they crucified my Lord? Oh, sometimes it causes me to tremble, tremble, tremble. Were you there when they crucified my Lord? Were you there when they nailed him to a tree? Were you there when they nailed him to a tree? Oh, sometimes it causes me to tremble, tremble, tremble. Were you there when they nailed him to a tree? Were you there when they laid him in the tomb? Were you there when they laid him in the tomb? Oh, sometimes it causes me to tremble, tremble, tremble. Were you there when they laid him in the tomb? Were you there when he rose up from the grave? Were you there when he rose up from the grave? Oh,
sometimes it causes me to tremble, tremble, tremble. Were you there when he rose up from the grave? Were you there when they crucified my Lord? Were you there when they crucified my Lord? Oh, sometimes it causes me to tremble, tremble, tremble. Were you there when they crucified my Lord?
Wonderful job from Just a Little Grace. And it's just about time for us to update you on the weather forecast. And I guess we'll go ahead and hear a word from our sponsor of this portion of today's Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round, and that's Old Mill Music. So Bob, give us a weather forecast and whatever else you need to do, or if you want to put that ad off for the next quarter hour, that's fine as well. And I want to thank these folks. Wonderful job from Just a Little Grace. We'll be back with more music coming up here on the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round right after this.
Hanging temperatures around 62 degrees. Listening area, the chance of rain. Figuring on that, say the chance of rain, things clearing out. 66 the high for tomorrow. And for actually, except for the tomorrow. We're going to go 52 tonight. I have a chance of rain developing again into the latter part of Sunday evening, later on, into Monday. Basically, a better chance of rain after 1 p.m. on Sunday. 63 the high, after overnight low 47. And a 70% chance of rain Monday night. And that spills over into Tuesday also. We do clear out the middle part of the week once again around Thursday. Cooler temperatures, sunny skies Thursday, Friday, is extended out. And that is our forecast from now. Again, a wind advisory in effect for the listening area tonight. Maybe some volatile weather ahead. We'll calm down the time it reaches us later on. And our next break, we'll hear Old Mill Music sponsoring this portion of the Merry-Go-Round. Right now, we take you back to Jenny at the Merry-Go-Round.
Thank you so much, Bob. If you're just tuning in, just joining us. I know our station owner and his wife, they're tuned in. She's also a station owner, though, by the way. I shouldn't say it like that. Kelly and Jennifer are tuned in and said doing such a great job. Wanted me to pass that along, and glad to have you here on the Merry-Go-Round. Just a Little Grace. Let's welcome them back to the stage.
Thank you so much. And again, it is an honor for us to be back here at the historical Earl Theater, the Old Time Music Heritage Hall, and being a part of the Merry-Go-Round this morning. And you know, there's not a lot of things out there that people still carry on, a lot of their traditions. And how many years has the Merry-Go-Round been going on now? I don't remember.
It'll soon be 72 years.
It'll soon be 72 years. You know, that's older than me.
Me too.
Although there are mornings I get up out of the bed and I think I'm 72 years old.
Oh, well.
Yeah, well, you heard the story about the lady that woke up one morning and she looked at her husband and said, "Don't touch me." He said, "Why not?" She said, "I'm dead." He said, "You're not dead, you're talking to me." She said, "I am dead." He said, "Why do you think you're dead?" She said, "'Cause nothing hurts." Oh, man. Well, we're going to do a song for you now that I love Stacy to sing. And this one came to us last August when we were here out in the front lobby just messing around. And so we've refined it a little bit since that Saturday morning. I hope you'll enjoy a little Swing Low, Sweet Chariot.
I looked over Jordan, and what did I see? Coming forth to carry me home, a band of angels, oh, they're coming after me, coming forth to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. To carry me home, still my soul is heaven bound, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. To carry me home, tell all my friends I'm coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Coming for to carry me home.
Alrighty, let's see. While we're in that D chord there, we'll get our banjo player to come around here. This fellow right here is he is a man of many words. He does not say hardly anything at all. Lynn, you got anything you want to say to the fine folks today? Hey, that's about all you're going to get out of him. Now, he ain't looking no closer to the microphone either, I can guarantee you that. He doesn't say a whole lot with his mouth talking on the stage, but he does speak a whole lot with that banjo, and he speaks a whole lot with his singing abilities and everything else. He is one of the most talented musicians I've ever had the honor to share the stage with. Y'all make welcome my friend, Mr. Linwood Camp, over here on the banjo. We're going to get him to sing this one, and what are we doing? Which one are we doing? No Hiding Place is what we're doing, and Lynn's daddy used to sing this all the time. We come up here with Mr. Eddie Hill and the Gospel Travelers, and Grandpa, as we called him, Mr. Bobby Camp, he would sing this song, and he never did get the title of the song right. It was always Sister Mary. That's always what we called it, so there we go. LG, let's do Sister Mary.
Sister Mary, she wears a golden chain. Sister Mary wears a golden chain on everything. Got Jesus' name, there's no hiding place down here. There's no hiding place down here. There's no
there's no hiding place down here.
Hypocrite shoe. Yeah, the devil, he wears a hypocrite shoe. Well, the devil wears a hypocrite shoe. If you don't watch out, he'll put it on you. There's no hiding place down here. There's no hiding place down here. There's no hiding place down here. Well, I run to the rocks and I hide my face. I run right out, no hiding place. There's no hiding place down here. One more round, there's no hiding place down here. There's no hiding place down here. There's no hiding place down here. Well, run to the rocks and hide my face. The rock right out, no hiding place. There's no hiding place down here.
All righty. Mighty fine, LG, mighty fine. Get that banjo. Go to the key of G there, sir. Let me help you out there. We're going to go to the opposite end of the stage. And for you at home listening on the radio, we're going to the right side of the dial now. We're going to get Edward over here to sing a song that he wrote. I don't know how long it's been since you wrote this song, Ed, but we've been doing it for the last 6 or 8 months, I guess. And trying to get it all honed out, and the title of the song just went completely out of my mind. Thank you, sweetheart. Everybody, y'all, every man needs a good woman to keep him straight. Yeah, there's a lot. I'd be lost without my wife. I would be lost without my wife, and this fellow right here is responsible for me meeting her. That's why I love him so much. So I got a lot of heritage there. All right, sweetheart. You said it's called. Oh, you can put it on that little piece of paper for me, right? I'm going home someday. I love this song. This reminds me of an old camp meeting style song. LG, if you would, please.
I'm going home someday with my Lord so fair. I'm gonna meet him up yonder in the air. I am so happy now that I know I have been saved by grace. My name is on the road. Once I was walking down the road of sin. I had no peace or joy or his love within. I fell on my knees and I prayed to him that he might forgive me my sin. I'm going home someday with my Lord so fair. I'm gonna meet him up yonder in the air. I am so happy now that I know I have been saved by grace. My name is on the road. I'm going home someday with the Lord so fair. I'm gonna meet him up yonder in the air. I am so happy now that I know I have been saved by grace. My name is on the road. I'm going home someday with the Lord so fair. I'm gonna meet him up yonder in the air. I am so happy now that I know I have been saved by grace. My name is on the road. I have been saved by grace. My name is on the road.
says we got time to do one more. No, let's go do something a little bit quicker than that. LG, you feel like picking a banjo too? There we go. We're going to do something that is not a gospel song, but it is a gospel song. And here's how I know it's a gospel song. If any of y'all remember, in the Old Testament, there was a fellow by the name of Balaam. In the Old Testament, and if you know your Bible in the Old Testament, then you'll know that Balaam was a man that had a very unique experience. You see, he got in an argument with a donkey, and the donkey started talking back to him. Now, I don't know about y'all, but if I was out in the middle of a field and I had a donkey there and that donkey started talking to me, I would be a little bit out of sorts myself. And I'd probably look that donkey right square in the eye, and I'd say, whoa, mule, whoa, right there. Go ahead, LG.
That's the best road mule we've ever had here.
Oh,
and we've had some good ones, but that one's way on up there.
Yeah, that boy right there, he used to go up to the Maggie Valley a lot and hang out with Mr. Raymond Fairchild.
Oh, wow. You just passed away.
Yeah, he did. It was a great loss. And but Raymond would always go up, would spend time. And I used to love to watch it because Raymond had a banjo contest every year, and then he'd go up and play in it. We'd go up and help him. He'd play that song, and Raymond would look at him and he'd go, you're close. And Raymond offered Stacy a job up there one time. Went up there and heard her sing, and he said, girl, he said, you can sing. He said, you need to come to work for me. He said, I'll give you $13 a week and room and board.
That's what you're talking about when you're talking about bluegrass.
We loved Raymond. It was such a great time every time we got to go up to Maggie Valley and go to the Maggie Valley Opry House.
I would say that that would have been a thrill. I never got to go. It wasn't on our family's radar about going. We didn't live in that part of the world. So
I understand.
I missed out on that going live.
Always a thrill and always fun to go see Raymond.
Well, you know what? Let's right now, let's take a break and hear a word from our sponsor of this portion of today's Merry-Go-Round, and that is Old Mill Music, located right up the street here from the Earl Theater. And we'll be back with more music from Just a Little Grace right after this. Really enjoy it.
I've never heard of it.
Give us a call at 336-786-8742. Find out more online about our business at OLD.
Major players have been part of today.
Be sure to like us on Facebook. Better yet, just come and see us in downtown.
Go ahead, Chief Jeff, and Merry-Go-Round, and here's Jenny.
Thank you so much, Bob. And if you're just tuning in or just joining us here in the theater, Just a Little Grace from down around Siler City Way, their special guest for this second half of today's program. Would like to thank the Apple Pie String Band. They're always fun to have on. And they're heading back down to Pleasant Garden right now. And let's see, we've got a time up about 11 minutes until the top of the, am I reading that right? Yes. To the top of the 1 o'clock hour. We'll break again for news. So back to more music now with our special guest, Just a Little Grace.
Thank you so much. We just finished a board meeting over here. Yeah, we had a vote and it all turned out well. So I think we know what we're doing for this next little segment here. We're going to let Eddie come around and sing one, and this is something you may have heard many times in church, straight out of the old hymn book, and I love this old song. It's something that talks about the fact that we don't always understand what's going on around us while we're here on earth. But there'll come a day when we get to the other side that we'll understand it all, farther along. Tempted and tried, we're all made to wonder why it should be thus all the day long, while there are others living around us, never molested, though in the wrong. Farther along, we'll know all about it. Farther along, we'll understand why. So cheer up, my brother, live in the sunshine. We'll understand it all by and by, all by and by. When death has come and taken our loved ones, leaving our home so lonely and drear, then do we wonder why others prosper, living so year after year. Farther along, we'll know all about it. Farther along, we'll understand why. So cheer up, my brother, live in the sunshine. We'll understand it all by So cheer up, my brother, live in the sunshine. We'll understand it all by and by, all by and by. Thank you so much. I gotta get me a swallow of sweet tea. My throat's getting a little dry. Well, let's do that, sorry. What key we gonna do that in? It ain't where we're at, all righty. We're gonna do just an old standard traditional bluegrass gospel number for you now. And let's see. I believe this one might take us right close up to the switch time. And a little thing we love called Crying Holy Unto the Lord. Are you ready down there, Edward? All right, throw the thumb to it, LG. Crying holy to the Lord, into the Lord, crying holy to the Lord. For if I could, I surely would stand on that rock Moses stood. Lord, I ain't stranger now. Lord, I ain't stranger now. Well, I've been introduced to the Father and the Son, and I ain't stranger now. Crying holy to the Lord, into the Lord, crying holy to the Lord, into the Lord, into the Lord. For if I could, I surely would stand on that rock Moses stood. Sinner, run, hide your face. Sinner, run, hide your face. Oh, run to the rocks and hide your face. Rocks ain't down, hide the place. Crying holy to the Lord, into the Lord, crying holy to the Lord, into the Lord. For if I could, I surely would stand on that rock Moses stood. Crying holy to the Lord, into the Lord, crying holy to the Lord. For if I could, I surely would stand on that rock Moses stood. Now, if I could, I surely would stand on that rock Moses stood. All righty, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I just got the sign that we could do one more song. So, what key is that in? Huh? The other one. Not again. Not again. All right, we're having another board meeting, and apparently it's going to come to a vote. What key am I going to there, folks? What key is that in, sir? G. I'm going to the key of G, y'all. I like the key of G. We were just in the key of A, and now we're going to the key of G. Y'all see us when we get doing this late at night and we get a little giddy. It really gets fun then. What are we doing here? I don't even know. Oh, when the angels carry me home. All right, carry me home, LG.
I'll fly away to heaven, and I will fall when the angels carry me home. I want to see Jesus first of all when the angels carry me home. When the angels carry me home. When the angels carry I want to see Jesus first of all when the angels carry me home. No more sorrow, no more pain when the angels carry me home. I'll ride that heavenly glorious train when the angels carry me home. When the angels carry me home. When the angels carry me home. I want to see Jesus first of all when the angels carry me home. I'm on that pathway leading to heaven when the angels carry me home. I see Jesus waiting for me in heaven when the angels carry me home. When the angels carry me home. When the angels carry me home. I want to see Jesus first of all when the angels carry me home. I want to see Jesus first of all when the angels carry me home.
All right, just a little grace. And we do need to take a real quick break now at the top of the hour for national news headlines and another look at weather. And we'll be back with another half hour of music with these fine folks right after this. You're listening to the Voice of the Blue Ridge here all the way from Mount Airy, North Carolina, AM 740, WPAQ. This half hour, we don't have any station on us. I have like one thing that's long that I want long, one thing that I read. So we'll do that after, we'll do that after our second song, and then we have another thing that I'm supposed to read. We'll do that like maybe after 2 or so.
Like 10 or 20. Don't fall.
Earthquake has rattled Puerto Rico, the latest in a series of Truckee Islands since late December. Greg Mulder of the U.S. Geological Survey area ongoing since December 28th, about 500 earthquakes of magnitude 2 or higher have hit Puerto Rico.
And again, that forecast consists of some heavy drizzle this afternoon.
And then switch out quickly all small from that.
Rain center, chance of rain this afternoon, the high around 65. So the winds out 5 overnight, chance of rain around 52. And some wind gusts starting to come in after midnight. Southwest 13 to 17 miles an hour wind pressure. And we have Sunday, that's a 30 mile an hour gust. Again, by about dawn, we should be clear, sunshine. 66 the high on Sunday. With a slight chance of rain further on. And the chance of showers in the wee hours of Monday. They start to build in. 40% chance of rain in early Monday, and around over 47, and a 30% chance of rain through the day on Monday, after 1 o'clock, 63 the high. We have a chance of rain again. It goes up Monday night, 70% chance of showers, overnight over 52, and a 70% chance of rain on Tuesday, to the high of 60. It's going to be winding down by the middle of the week. And toward about Thursday and Friday, we cool out and clear out as well. Right now, again, the drizzle outside is 63 degrees temperature, stuck in that zone for the rest of the afternoon. We take you back to the Earl Theater for the final half hour of today's Merry-Go-Round. Once again, here, Jim.
Thank you so much, Bob King. And we are back live here from the stage of the Earl Theater, home of the Old Time Music Heritage Hall. And got a special guest with us today, all the way from Siler City, North Carolina, Just a Little Grace. And they'll be performing up until about 1:29, actually, to be exact. So, because we have something else that starts at 1:30. But anyways, right now, back to more music. Really have enjoyed it so far. Have you folks enjoyed the program so far?
Thank you so much, Jenny. And you know, he was talking about the weather and it being in the 60s and all right now. It is uncharacteristically warm. And when I was leaving home this morning, I looked to my left at my neighbor's house, and they had a flower bush out there that was in full bloom. Yeah, right in the middle of January and in full bloom. And, you know, that's kind of unusual that we would see that kind of thing going on this time of the year. But, you know, there's a saying that when we get to heaven, we're not going to have to worry about that kind of stuff. And that's exactly what this next song talks about. It talks about the fact that we're going to see a day where the roses never fade.
Real excitement,
Thank you so much. And keep that, Edward, and we're going to do your song that you wrote. Yeah, yeah, I'm sorry. I put him in the wrong direction. I made a mistake there. Switch picks will be there. That's yours, and this one. Thank you very much. I'm used to that one. It's kind of like putting his shoes on. I can't walk with his shoes on real good. I don't know where that came from, y'all. I really don't. If you got mine, we'd have to invest in odor eaters, and our stocks would go up. Y'all know better to leave me alone unsupervised, right? Especially when I'm live on the radio.
Just wondering why you put your shoes on.
You have spoken 6 words on stage, LG. I am amazed.
That was worth it.
It was worthy. All right, F sharp minor. Isn't it? Yep, all right. If we can get, we're going to tune this thing up around a little bit. We're going to do a song that Eddie wrote, another one that he wrote, and yeah, it hadn't been that long ago that he came up with this one, and we struggled always to come up with a name for it. And if you're a musician, and any musicians out there listening, you'll understand when I say this, it's in a kind of a weird key, it's in F sharp minor. And so when you start writing songs in F sharp minor, we didn't know the name of it, so we just called it Eddie's Tune in F sharp minor. But that doesn't have a whole lot of meaning to it, but it actually talks about calling on Jesus. It talks about the fact that when you get to a point you can't trust anybody else, that there always is one that you can trust. So listen close to the words.
And speaking of great gospel music and bluegrass gospel in general, we need to tell you about the fine folks sponsoring this portion of today's Merry-Go-Round, and that is Mayberry Music Center. They're located right across the street from the Earl Theater and locally owned and operated by James Easter and the Easter Brothers. James would like to invite you to stop in and check out their selection of acoustic and electric guitars, also bass guitars, mandolins, fiddles, banjos, trumpets, saxophones, clarinets, flutes, and much, much more. Also, Mayberry Music Center specializes in Blue Ridge guitars, and they are the authorized Blue Ridge guitar dealer here in the Mount Airy area. Mayberry Music Center always gives a $100 discount off the suggested retail price of their Blue Ridge guitars, and you'll usually find there some slightly used Blue Ridge guitars at a discounted price. They've also got strings as well as all types of accessories for your instrument, and they offer music lessons as well as instrument repair. James wants us to remind you also that if you don't see what you're looking for, just ask them, because chances are they can have it for you in just a couple of days. And you'll also find a great selection of bluegrass and bluegrass gospel CDs at Mayberry Music Center, including titles from the Easter Brothers as well as the Primitive Quartet. Mayberry Music Center is open Monday through Friday from 9:30 to 4, and on Saturdays they're open from 9:30 to 3, and they're always closed on Sunday. That's Mayberry Music Center, historic Main Street in downtown Mount Airy, bringing you this portion of today's Saturday morning Merry-Go-Round. And also, just as a side note, some of you folks may not know this, I actually just found out this myself, that there is going to be an exhibit, maybe just a short term, I'm not sure if it'll be forever or not, but an exhibit on the Easter Brothers that will be newly installed in the Mount Airy Museum of Regional History, probably sometime next month. So be sure and stay tuned. We'll give you some more information on that, and I'm excited for that. It's a long time coming, so I'm glad to see them do that at the Mount Airy Museum. Right now, back to more music from our special guests on today's program, Just a Little Grace.
Thank you so much, Jenny, and that is a well-deserved honor.
Absolutely.
For the Easter Brothers. And I can remember growing up and listening to their music and traveling around and coming up here. They had a recording studio up here one time, and went in that studio and did some stuff. And a lot of great memories growing up listening to the wonderful, wonderful music of the Easter Brothers. We want to do a song for you now, and if you've noticed, Stacy, those of you that are here in the theater with us this morning, Stacy has been playing this little bitty teeny tiny bass. She used to have a big stand-up bass until she let me do laundry one day, and this is exactly what came out when I got done with the laundry. I can make you some beautiful pink socks too if you'll let me do laundry for you. But anyway, she's got this little ukulele bass. And there's a reason that we did this. If you've noticed, when Stacy and I got married, she was perfectly healthy. If you'll notice, she's got 4 braces on each leg. She's got braces on her hands, and right now a cast on her left hand. She's playing this morning, folks, with torn ligaments in her left hand. And so I tell people all the time, I love my wife the way that the Bible says a husband should love his wife, and that's the way Christ loved the church, meaning I'm willing to die for my wife. But I also know that the woman is crazy. And the reason I say that she's crazy is because all of the things that she's gone through, we all have struggles. I'm not making hers any better than anybody else's. I'm just saying that with everything that she's gone through, God has given her a peace in her heart, and instead of healing the body, He's healed the heart and given us an ability to, even when you get down in the lowest places, to realize that when you're struggling and you're at your weakest point, He's at His strongest point. And so every once in a while she'll write some songs, and that's what this song came from. It came from Matthew 11:28, and it says, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Listen close to come, all ye weary."
God said, "Come, all ye weary, come, ye heavy laden, come. I will give you rest." He said, "Come, give it all to me, come. You're not defeated, come, claim your victory. It don't matter How big or small, God will carry your every burden. He has promised to be there to the end. He said, come, all ye weary, come, ye heavy laden, come. I will give you rest. He said, come, give it all to me. Come, you're not defeated. Come, claim your victory. Right where you are, just to thank Him for everything He has done, all the blessings and battles already won. He said, come, all ye weary, come, ye heavy laden, come. I will give you rest. He said, come, give it all to me. Come, you're not defeated. Come, claim your victory. Streets of gold, enjoy the beauty that all of heaven beholds. No more burdens, sickness, pain, or strife. He said, come, all ye weary, come, ye heavy laden, come. I will give you rest. He said, come, give it all to me. Come, you're not defeated. Come, claim your victory. Come, claim your
I kind of miscounted and I didn't realize we do have one more ad, so I'm going to send things back to you, Bob, and I believe you've got some information for the next live drive at 5 coming up in the month of February, which I can't believe we're talking about February now, but anyways, that's another story. So we'll be back with the conclusion of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round right after this.
There's nothing better than live music from WPAQ Studio 8.
Probably. Could be only 5. Could be only 5. I mean, the world is not going to come to it. That's
touring extensively, and they're making a stop at WPAQ to perform live in Studio 8.
What we got there for it, I'm afraid to be trained ready. You go to your church, right? And do a this television. Okay. You go to your church, you build it.
so much, and I'm looking forward to that. Our special guest for the next Live Drive at 5, Mountain Highway. And also, a real important thing I need to tell you about coming up here in the Mount Airy area is a thing that we are partnering with Surrey Community College on. WPAQ and WSYD is their Intro to Radio class, which is going to be offered at the end of March. No, actually March 9th. It starts March 9th through April the 20th. It's going to meet on Monday nights from 6 to 8 p.m. Fun and informative 2-hour interactive sessions with the folks from our radio station. And it's a part of the continuing education department at Surrey Community College. Their Intro to Radio class this spring, 7-week course taught by broadcast veterans from WPAQ and WSYD. This class will prepare you for opportunities in broadcast media and also impromptu talking, MCing like I'm doing right now, mastery. Hey, I think I need to go take it. It says MC Mastery. Maybe I need to go take this class. But listen to this. Also, if you just want to learn to be better at public speaking in general, this is only $71 for 2 months of this class. So I think the presenters are going to be Brent Carrott, Kelly Epperson, Brack Llewellyn, and Todd Jessup, and I'm going to be for one of the classes as well. So if you need more information on that, we've shared it on our Facebook page, but also you can sign up at surrey.edu at Surrey Community College's website. So wanted to make sure I told you folks about that. We've got about 5 minutes left in today's broadcast. Had a great show today. Thank you once again so much to Just a Little Grace.
Thank you so much, and I believe with what we got time left, let's switch real quick. All right, we're going to make an executive board meeting decision. All right, so you need the mandolin. This is our most requested song, and Edward, you got the bass. And y'all can't see us there on the radio dial, but we're just throwing them all up in the air, and wherever they come down, that's what instrument we're going to play. Hey, Jenny, while they're doing that, I got a question for you. If you go take that radio class and you get a mastery of the radio, of the DJ,
yes,
do you get to put little letters at the end of your name, like PhD? What letters? Ponder that. We need to know what letters you put at the end of your name after you get your mastery.
For only $71, I'm not
only
so
$71.
Sure.
I'll pay you 75 cents for a good answer.
Okay. Let me come
At least deserves a music symbol or something.
Yeah.
Thank y'all so much again for having us here on the Merry-Go-Round this morning, Judy. It has been our honor and our pleasure to be here. And we're going to close this one out with one of the most requested songs that Stacy always gets asked to sing. And it's probably one of the first gospel songs I ever sang with her. Hope you enjoy Beulah Land, and thank you so much.
I'm kind of homesick for a country to be a giant never been before. No sad goodbyes will there be spoken, for time won't matter anymore. Beulah Land, I am longing for you, and someday on me I'll stay. There my home shall be eternal. Beulah Land, sweet Beulah Land. I'm looking now across that river where my faith more days to labor. And I'll take my heavenly flight. You, the land, I am longing for you. And someday on thee I'll stay. There my home shall be eternal. Beulah land, sweet Beulah land. Beulah land, I am longing for you. And someday on thee I'll stay. There my home shall be eternal. Beulah land, sweet Beulah land.
All right, outstanding job from just a little Grace. So long, everybody, for another edition of the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round. Stay tuned for the condensed area obituaries.